Sold property, and one of the steps is the paint removal. But as many of you guys would know, in these old buildings there's a lot of lead paint. So a lot of these were done pre-1970, and in the 70s the lead paint ban came in, but people have just painted over and over and over and over again. Now I'm hoping that this isn't one where I get lots of slack in the comments, because a lot of people are going to tell me that I'm doing it wrong. I hope I'm not doing it wrong. I would be doing things differently if I was indoors, just so you know. I wouldn't recommend using a heat gun indoors because it's a contained area and there's lots of fumes and stuff. Anyway, recommendations. Need a proper full face mask. This is NIOS approved, so this is approved for this kind of stuff. And I'm also in full plastic overalls so that none of the dust or paint chips go into my clothing. So yeah, now I'll give you a closer look at the actual paint that's coming off. Also, just to mention, where you can, containment, any loose chips that are falling, do the best you can to contain that. Like, you can get a company in, spend big money and get a company in who's going to like tape everything off and whatnot. Just be careful, make sure you're containing it. I get out tarpaulins, put them on the ground, paint chips fall into the tarpaulin. At the end of the day, while I'm still wearing my gear, I'm going to bag all of that up and put it into bin bags that I will tape up, and it will be very secure. But anyway, let's look at the paint. So all of this old red stuff is old lead paint. Now you can see there's been layers of paint over the years. This top layer is not lead, it'll be an old plastic paint. But as you get further down, you get towards the lead stuff. But you can see that because of the condition of this building, all of that paint has to come off. I don't want to just skim over it and paint it. I want to get it right back to the stone. As you can see, down here is all badly damaged as well. I'm going to be fixing all of that up. But yeah, don't know what to say next really. Oh yeah, let's show you how to use a lead testing kit. That might be a cool idea. A lot of the guys who have commented so far on my last video or whatever, you probably already know this stuff if you're like experienced. But to homeowners, people who are kind of doing a bit of DIY and stuff, they might not know how bad lead is for you. It's really, really, really bad. Inhaling it, paint chips, you can get like paint chips in your eyes, the dust especially. If you inhale that, it can build up in your body, cause all sorts of problems. It can, like, symptoms would be like stomach pains and different things going on. Bad for your kidneys, bad for your brain, and it's especially bad for children. So if you're living in an old house, you want to check for paint. So this is an easy way to test for paint. It's so cold out here that my eyes are streaming. So very easy to use this test kit. You simply dip your dipstick into the solution and you then touch the paint, and if it changes color, you know you've got lead paint, and then proceed with caution and accordingly. Just do your absolute best to cover up and use all of the proper PPE, because it's not a joke. But I'm going to show you how to use the test kit here real quick. This is what you get in the test kit: lead swabs and your solution. Again, I'm filming with one pair of hands and I don't have a tripod. A lot of people said I should get a tripod, and I probably will, but let's get this into the solution. You can see that it's a nice yellow color, like so. And we're going to bring this over onto our stonework, and you'll be able to see instantly that this is extremely leaded paint. So let's do a wee bit up here. So there you go, it's turned a bright purple colour, which means that there is definitely lead in the paint. Now, anyone who's worked on an old Victorian property in London or England knows that you're pretty much automatically going to have lead paint on these old properties. But this information is mostly for anyone who didn't know and was a DIYer who might just storm ahead and start chipping off paint and using heat gun and whatnot. Make sure you get the right PPE. I don't know if I'm going to make much more of a video on it. Might be a quick short video, but also just this video is just to say thank you so much for anyone who watched the last one and all of the real positive comments. Very much appreciated. So yeah, like, I'm kind of curious about who all of you guys are and what you do. Like, what's your trade, and like, have you got any social media? Because then I can go and see what you're doing. Be quite interested about the community. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll film a little bit more, but it's freezing, my hands are getting cold, and I better get back to getting this paint off. Chat soon, bye. Okay, paint's starting to come off quite nicely. I'm out of my overalls, because the one downside to having to wear all of that PPE is that whenever you need a pee, you have to take off your PPE just to have a pee. Because you can't go into a house wearing all that PPE with the dust all over you. So the process of having a pee whenever you're wearing PPE is quite entertaining for other people, not for me. Anyway, I just thought PPE and pee was funny, so ha ha ha. While I'm here talking about taking paint off, I just thought I'd give you a quick tool tip at getting the paint off. So I'm sure most people are familiar with these kinds of tools for scraping and getting paint off. They work really, really well, but on things like fluting, like inwardly curved surfaces like fluting, or like those corner flutes on those details at the top there, it's really difficult to get any of these tools in there because that curve's not the right curve. None of these work, and you're gouging into the paint and into the masonry. So a tip for anyone, the best tool that I've found for getting paint out of curved surfaces is this tool, and it is a wood carving tool. So I enjoy a bit of whittling. I do have another YouTube channel where I do craft projects. I'll link that in the description below for anyone who's interested in seeing what else I do. But this is perfect for getting into any little inwardly scooping details on any properties. So, like, I'll bring the camera over and show you. Unfortunately, I've already got the paint off this. Oh, there's my cup of tea. Cheers, John. Thanks a million, mate. I'm just pausing just to have a little bit of a film of something here.
Yeah, that's good. What was I going to say? You got a tripod?
Yeah, I got a tripod.
What a cheeky really was that thought?
Get a tripod.
Yeah.
I mean, someone always complains on the internet, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Warriors.
Yeah. Cheers, John.
See you later.
That's my current client giving me my tea and also laughing about, because he watched the video with the Neeler restoration, and a couple of people in the comments were like, get a tripod. I do have a tripod today with a camera. Anyway, back to this tool on the fluting. So yeah, you can see the curve, and basically getting these sorts of tools in here, it's all very, very tricky. Like, none of them really are designed for that kind of thing. This one's not too bad, but this wood carving tool is basically the perfect fit, and it just strips the paint right out. Unfortunately, I didn't have the camera whenever I was taking the paint off this section, but you can see how that just would work so perfectly. So yeah, I would highly recommend one of these tools for anything to do with paint removal. Okay, that's me done for today. Clean yourself down as well, wipe down any loose dust that's on you. You're not going to get everything, so when I take these garments off, I'm going to be doing it very carefully. And the clothes that I'm wearing underneath these overalls when I get home are going straight in the washing machine, and I'm going straight in the bath. Yeah, don't take any risks with lead paint, but maybe you guys think that I didn't take enough precautions. So yeah, I'd like to learn more, so if you've got any ideas about how to do this better, let me know in the comments below. Thanks to everybody who subscribed so far. That was a big surprise. And if you haven't seen my limestone repair video, you can check it out here. Alright guys, maybe I'll see you in another video. Bye.